Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
An Ohio grand jury found 65-year-old Dayton white supremacist guilty of the murder of the shooting deaths of two black teenagers last week. Now, after deliberating for 3 hours on December 2nd, the Montgomery County Common Pleas Court jury convicted 65-year-old Victor Santana of 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, and 1 count of attempt to commit murder in the August 19th deaths of 17-year-old Javier Harrison and Devin Henderson. The family said, "I just feel relieved." That is Jimmy Harrison, Javier's father. And I say it's a couple of weights off me and probably for the family. Say, but at the end of the day, we're still aren't going to have him here. That is so true. He said, my son is still going to be gone. Now, the jury acquitted Santana of felonious assault charge of Jashin Gibson, the sole surviving witness of the shooting. Now, they say it feels good to be able to look that family in the face and say in this community, the community did the right thing. Assistant Prosecutor Attorney Kim Melnick. Now, on the night of August 28, 2019, Harrison, Henderson, and Gibson, who was 19 at the time, snuck into a detached garage behind Santana's home to smoke marijuana in a car they thought was abandoned. They said, "We just wanted to get high," and said, "Go home." That's what Gibson had said, who was not injured in the shooting, was testified in court. He said Santana opened the door to the vehicle in the dark and fired without warning. He said he didn't say nothing at all. So he testified, said Gibson hid under the car and escaped after Santana left the scene. So dude just opened the door and just start blasting, right? Now they say defense attorney for the fool, it said Lucas Wilder said Santana was watching television in his home around 11 p.m. when he saw people entering through a gate of his backyard. Santana feared the people would come into his house, grabbed his gun, and went outside. And I say when Santana saw the teens in a dark car, he thought they may have had weapons. Really? If you really thought they had weapons, why would you even go out there if you was outnumbered? You understand what I'm saying? Now, his attorney claimed that he was just afraid of his life, so he just shot. So he tried to use stand your ground. But the judge rules it could not be applied retroactively. Okay, he could not do that. Now, they said Santana's niece testified on her uncle's behalf and said, he was a peaceful man and he would go to work, he would come home, he would go to the library. Like, so freaking what? He killed people. Who cares he went to the library? Now he can go to the prison library. That's where he can go. Now, he said Santana will face sentencing on December 20th, and he faces 36 years to life in prison. That's what he faced, and I think he should get life. That's what he should get. In this case, the family say they still feel emotional. Devin's mother, Linda Henderson, said they can finally get some rest and said, I can get some sleep. But no matter what, it doesn't bring those young men back. Now, what I will say, just we have to think about this case, think about what happened, right? And I don't suggest going to random places that you don't know, getting blazed. I don't recommend that. Even though I'm a big advocate, I'm against any kind of marijuana smoking because they lace it with a lot of chemicals. It's not nothing what it should be at all. It's not. And with that being said, I don't support it because, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, read his work. He broke all that down about all the chemicals they putting in the marijuana and how it's hurting your fertility and hurting everything else. It's not pure whatsoever. But we was always told growing up, don't go on nobody's property. Don't go in nobody's yard. If you don't know them people, stay away from them. And that's the way we grew up. We didn't go in strange people's yard because, you know, people do you anything and claim, oh, well, he was on my property. He was this, he was that. So always tell your children, stay out of people's yard. Don't go in people's house. That's another thing we was told growing up. Don't go in everybody's house because you don't know what they got going on in their house. You understand? So just you got to tell your kids that just for their protection, because especially today, they're looking for a way to kill a young black man. But, you know, let me comment, let me know what you think about this particular story. If, you know, this guy, he needs to get life in prison. But always talk to your kids. Always talk to them. You know where they're at all times. Because these people here today, like I said, they're looking for a soft target. Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.